Okay, everyone, welcome back. Now we are going to solve systems using the last method, which is elimination. So remember, whenever you're using elimination, this works best whenever both of your equations are in standard form and your x's should be lined up, your y's should be lined up, your equal signs, and then your numbers. So if you look at this example we're going to do right here, you can see that everything is perfectly lined up, so we're set up great for elimination. Now remember, your goal with elimination is you're going to add the equations vertically, and you want one of the variables, either x or y, to add to 0. So sometimes, depending on how the equation's set up, just by adding, or you could subtract, you're going to get one of those variables to add to 0. So if you take a look at what we have here, if I start going down my columns, negative 2x plus 2x, if you notice, if I add those straight down, I'm going to get 0x. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and add them. Negative 2x plus 2x is 0. Negative 3y plus negative 1y. So be careful. We're going to take 3y plus negative 1y. We get 2y. Bring down your equal sign. And then 4 plus negative 8 is negative 4. So just by adding these equations straight down, my columns here, I get my x's to eliminate or cancel out, and now I'm left with an equation that just has one variable. So if I have 2 times y equals negative 4, to solve for y, I'm going to use my inverse operation of division. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Now remember, with a system, as I've been saying, you need to write your answer as an ordered pair, which means you need an x value and a y value. So even though we have y as negative 2, we're not done. We need to go back to one of the two original equations, substitute in negative 2 for y, and solve for x. So you can pick either original equation. I'm just going to pick the first one, but they look to be about equally as challenging, so either one would be fine here. So I'm going to take my negative 2, I'm going to plug it in for y. Use your parentheses when you substitute. Now I'm going to solve this equation for x. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So that gives me negative 2x minus 6 equals 4. I'm going to use my inverse operations to solve for x. So I need to add 6 on both sides. I'm going to divide by negative 2. I get x is negative 5. So remember, write your answer as an ordered pair. So your ordered pair is always x comma y. So my solution here would be negative 5, negative 2. And remember, when you are solving a system, you can always check your work by taking your x and y values, plugging them into the first equation, making sure those values make the equation true, and then plugging them into the second equation and making sure that this x and this y also make this equation true.